Hey, what's up, guys? It's T-Bone here. Today I'm bringing you something a little bit different. I've been playing this game for a while now, and I thought I would do a quick video about it, give some of my thoughts and some quick gameplay, just so you know, so you can see what it's like, and maybe try it out and see if you enjoy it. So I'm on their Facebook page right now, just to show the game. It's called Legendary Game of Heroes. It's a typical, match three type of game with a twist on it, where there's a storyline behind it, and you do have a concept of joining different guilds, and you can have different events that happen that take place, and you also have cards that you can collect. So I'm going to go back to the game, and I will show you what it's all about. So I played this game for a while, so you can see sort of where my level's at. I am currently at level 109, where they call it rank 109. So I've been playing for a little bit now, for about 3 or 4 months or so, um, and I've collected a lot of cards, during that time. So basic ideas of the game is you start out with some hero cards, and when you start the game you get an option to select one of the five starting hero cards. They're called legendary cards, I believe, or legend cards. This is the one I chose. So when I started, I had my card at a lower level, so you can see this card currently has 6 stars, all lighted up. You see number 30 up top. That just means how much it costs to put him in your team. But the basic concept is you start with one hero, and then you collect additional cards as you go through the game. And each of the heroes that you collect help you increase your attack and your health and all that stuff. And so when you click on the card, it's kind of cool. So the card tells you how much attack has, the recovery, and the health, because you're basically fighting enemies. And it also gives you a little story about each of the characters in the back. It tells you a bit more information about what's going on there, and so you can kind of follow along. And they have this cool feature where if you select the eye in the corner, you can see a pretty interesting graphic of this unit. So I have fully leveled this character up at this point, and there are others, so I can show you where you can start with some of the lower level cards, such as this one, for example. So you can see it only has 1 star, and there are 4 total slots, so that means you can upgrade this character up to 4 stars. And each time you level them up, they get increased attack, increased recovery, and then their level max limit increases. So currently at the lowest level for this character, the highest level is 10, and then increases to 15, 30, 50, 70, etc. So now that, so you can see like you collect different cards, and you can notice that they have different colors. And so the colors represent different affinity. So blues for water, uh, the yellows for light, reds for fire, purples for dark, and green is for earth. So the idea is when you attack, different affinities are stronger against some. So, for example, water units are typically stronger against fire units, but are weaker against earth units. So understanding this sort of mechanic helps you throughout the game. And then when you play, you start with different campaigns. So you start with the main campaign, and I've already finished all of these ones, but you'll start with quest 1 of 7, and then you kind of go through the different levels, and then you fight. So what I'm gonna do though for now is I'm going to do one quick fight that will help me because I'm actually doing some farming as well. So as you fight, you collect different items, and and the items are what you need in order to level up. So what you can see here is I have a 5 star and character I've been trying to level up to 6 stars, and one of the things I need is an Alteris tier. So I'm going to go ahead and actually quickly do a fight. What this will get us is a chance to see the game in play, and also sort of help me advance while I'm at it. And so one quick note: once you level up a little bit, maybe when you get to like rank 5 or 10 or something, you'll be able to then join guilds. So once you join guilds, what you can do is you can borrow their cards to help you. So you get 5 cards plus one that you can borrow from your guild. Every time you borrow a card from your guild member, they get some benefits from it. And so it is in your interest to join a guild because then they could borrow your card so you can benefit from that as well. So this is my starting hand. I typically like to have one of each affinity type, and then that way I make sure that I'm covered. So let's go into a battle. So this is in stage 7 level. This is where I can collect one of the Altera tiers, hopefully. The drop rate isn't high, so you do have to farm quite a bit to get them. And so the idea is you want to match 3 or more gems in order for attack to take place, and you have a limited time to start. And you can see the enemies in front of you. 2 blues, 1 green means they have water and earth affinity. So the best the best colors to attack them with would be green and red for the earth to attack the water and red to attack the earth. So I'm gonna go ahead and do some matches right now. And combos are important, so if you can match 4 or more, it's better. Once you match 5 or more, then you get additional multipliers. So we'll see how that goes. So I'm gonna go ahead and start. And also, some of the advanced tricks here is each time the gems are matched, they do disappear, so then they drop down. So just like any match 3 games, you can apply the same kind of strategy there, so that when they drop, you can line them up so that they can match as well, and then continue to add on to your multiplier bonuses. So this particular mission has 5 waves. And each time you fight, when you defeat the enemies, there's 2 possible drops. You can see up top there is a circle or a chest. A circle just means that you've collected that character, so you'll see a card at the end. And then the chest is where you can possibly get some loot, and one of them could contain the shard, the tier that I'm looking for. So let's continue on. Let's see here. So at this point, my character is high enough level. My units are high enough level that I don't have to match too much in order to advance. My attack is usually strong enough to go pretty easily. And so what I like to do is I like to collect as many multipliers as possible. If I can get one here, I can show you. So let's go ahead and do this. So you can see I collected a purple one. So because I've matched I think 6 or 7 at a time. That allowed me to get a special purple gem that has number 2 on it. That just means whenever I match something, if I included that 2, it adds an additional 2 multipliers to my attack. And here is another opportunity for me to get a bonus. And I'm going, I didn't get it, okay. When you have additional bonus, bonus multiplier gems, one of the things you can also do is you can match those two directly together. What they will do is they will actually consume all of those colors on the board to give you more attack. And then if because they're consuming those gems, there's possibility for additional gems to be dropped and matched and continuing to add to your multiplier, etc. And now you can see some of my characters have lighted up. So as you match those colors, they fill up the gauge. And now that the gauges have filled for the dark and my dark and my fire units, you can also just tap on them, and then they will perform an attack. So it gives you a guaranteed hit without having to match something. Sometimes in a pinch, it can be very useful to take the boss's health down a little bit before trying to match, because you may not have what you need during the time that you want to match. And the hearts are what gives you health. So if you match hearts, it gives you health back. All right, so just one last hit and that should be it. So I'm gonna go ahead and just match some, and that should be good. All right, legendary 10x combo, not bad. All right, so at this point we've defeated the boss, and it looks like we've collected 2 units and 1 chest. So at the end, it gives you a quick summary of the victory. If you can, finish it within a certain number of turns, you get stars, and you get experience for that. And then these are the treasures that I got. So 2 units plus a fennec foot, 3,704 gold, and then I can thank my guildmate by giving them 30 honor points. I will talk about honor point system in a later video. I don't want to make it go too long. And what I will do is go now and show you one of the other main things, which is what I wanted to show was the basic gameplay and also a special sort of new thing that came on recently, which is called a guild wars. So being part of a guild, they introduced the concept of this guild war where they pit you against different guilds, and you can do things like setting a defender so that when people attack you, you have characters that you can use to defend against. So this is my defenders, and then you get 2 attacks per day. So every 24 hours it resets, and then right now we are going against the Gilded Dragon Guild. And so you can see my attack. My attack power rating is at 5,909. And so you can sort of scroll and see the attack power rating for all of the character the guild members there. One of the things that we try to do is to match. I try to keep it close so that I only attack characters that are similar to my health level to make it easier for my other guild members. So let's see. What I'm looking at is either Slacker 7 or Earl Teja Meadow. And I think that the problem is I don't have a very strong Earth unit. And I definitely can take Marquis Torn 5. So what I'm going to do is let's go ahead, go after Earl first, see how that goes. And then maybe take on the other afterwards. All right. So we match up relatively okay. This is going to require some strategy. So let's go ahead and give this a try. So of course, doing this while recording and commentating on my thoughts and strategies might backfire a little bit. So I'm gonna have to concentrate a little bit. All right. So this is a fully evolved dark unit, so I definitely want to use my light as much as possible. So I'm going to focus on the light gems on the bottom, and then I'm going to also, and then the thing is, dark gems will only give half of the attack, so they're not going to be as useful. All right, so what I will do is I'm going to do this. But even though it's only half attack, obviously you want to match as many as possible because you want to, any little bit helps, right? And so you saw there, this unit has a special defense called Poison, and luckily for me, one of the characters, my water unit, has a counter for that. So I can actually be safe during the Poison, which is very important because Poison is one of the most difficult defenses to deal with. Okay, so with that done, I'm going to continue to attack with my light, and then I'm going to use my water. Actually, I want to save my water. So I will go with light, and then maybe my my earth. All right, so I will do this to get, and now I add one more. So I can save a little bit of my water because I think I see also a fire unit that comes up later. So that takes care of the first one, and then there's 5 units total. So let's go with the second one now. All right, so this is a, unfortunately I just used up my dark gem, or I auto-matched, so that sucks. All right, well I can't do anything about that. Light gems now will actually do half the damage, so it's the opposite. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to match the red, and I'm gonna use the greens and the blues because this unit is quite powerful, and I don't want to lose my health if I can help it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I messed up a little bit. I could have had some more combos. And all that I didn't match any single dark, but luckily I matched enough with the combos to counter that. So that's good. And I've taken a little bit of damage, and so I have some hearts I'm gonna save up to attack. All right, so with this unit, I'm gonna use my water, obviously. And the fire's okay. Fire doesn't do half damage. It's the earth, the green gems that do half damage. So I'm gonna match my red and anything else I can find. The reds are good. Waters will obviously be helpful. All right, so he has dodge. That sucks. So what dodge does is it makes my units miss, and the only way I can get around that is to use the attack abilities of my cards, which I haven't saved up enough for yet. Okay, so I'm gonna actually get some health now because I'm getting injured. So I'm gonna continue to do water, and then I will do this. And then because I can't really do anything else, I really need to save up some of the. I really would like to build up my gauge if possible, but I don't have fire. I don't have enough light. All right, so this is gonna be a little bit of trouble for me. Let me think. Let me think. Right, I can do this. Just go. Oh shoot, I messed up. So what you saw there, the mechanic is uh, when you already have something matched, and at that point you can't swipe your gem there anymore. Otherwise, it will cause your moves to end, and which is what happened there. So that really sucks. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just use this, and it only gives me half health. I may die here, and that sucks. I don't have enough. I don't have enough to do my. I can't match my hearts. What am I gonna do? Okay, so no, I think I can. I just. I can go after the dark. Definitely don't want to use the green. Oh, this is gonna suck. I only killed 2 units, and I'm supposed to have an easier time with the rest of them. Alright. So I'm gonna do this and hope for the best. Okay, so I have a sliver of health left. Every single one of my attacks missed. That really sucked. But luckily I survived. So I'm gonna go ahead and build up my fire. I wish I could get my health, but I'm really gonna focus on just building up my gauge as much as possible now, so that it can save me in the later matches. All right, so now I have a heart for the next round, which I'm definitely gonna do as quick as possible. And also I have two good. So I have two multipliers next to each other. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use that, get my health, match the green, and this one should be good. I should be this. She should be done. Oh crap! Lucky for me, I got enough health so that I didn't die right there. So I have another chance. Okay, so let's go ahead, and I need some dark. One thing I don't remember what the last one is. What I definitely don't want to do is mess up here and give her a chance to kill me. So I'm going to attack as much as I can, use the dark to add some additional damage to her, and also fill up my gauge at the same time. Alright, success. Let's see who the last one is. And so typically what I do is I save up my gauge for the last character, because as you kill enemies, they get stronger each time. So by the 5th character, they're usually at the strongest. But this is only this is not a maxed out character, so I think I should be fine. I might even be able to take him out with just attacks here. and if not, I'll be pretty close. All right, yeah. So just with my attacks alone, I could kill him, and this is one of the safest ways. So yes, success, 5 for 5, and that gives me 1 medallion. I have 2 attacks total. I used up one of them, and this is going to be I'm gonna have one more to go. So I'm gonna stop here because I think the video's gone a little long, and I wanted to showcase one thing at a time. So I'm gonna continue on and move on with my next guild fight. But the next one, hopefully, I will show you some of the events and some of the raids and some of the other cool features in the game. So hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think, what you like to see, and I'll see you next time. Take care.